In this video, we're going to begin doing our keyword research. We're going to begin using the Google Keyword Tool. That tool is free. A lot of people get confused because when they first set up their account, Google asks them to create an ad. But if you create the ad, you don't have to run the ad, and that's where people get confused. So I'm actually refilming this video to make it extra clear. If you have a new Google Ads account, the keyword tool is free. It's inside Google Ads, which you can go to on google.com/ads, and you will see this screen. So again, the keyword tool is free, but it is inside Google Ads. To use the tool, Google will ask you to set up an ad. You do not have to pay for the ad. You don't have to run the ad, but you do have to set it up, enter your credit card, and pause the ad. So in this video, I'm going to show you two cases. There's a case if you already have access and if you already use the Google Keyword Tool, all you do is basically sign in and use it regularly. You choose your account and it will take you to your account, and then you will do whatever you need to do, like click the wrench tool and then go to the keyword planner, which is the tool we want for keyword research for our YouTube keywords. Now, this is going to show you keywords for Google searches, but you can extrapolate the searches on Google and use it as a good estimate for what happens on YouTube as well, because there isn't something specifically like this that Google provides specifically for YouTube. So this is one of our better options. In later videos, I'm going to give you a number of other ways to get keywords. So if you're confused by this, don't worry about it. But in case you are totally new to this tool, you're not going to see what I'm seeing. So let me show you the setup for the case in case you are totally new. So like if you only have a Gmail, but you've never used a Google Ads account, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I created a completely new, fresh account for doing this. So if you're starting with your ads, this is what you will see when you log in. If you have a Gmail account, you already have an email that is going to work across all Google services. So in this case, I made a new Gmail. When I came here, I basically went to ads.google.com and I got here. If you didn't get here, you might see this screen. This is ads.google.com/home, and it would essentially go start now, and it will take you to the same screen. So in either case, this is the starting point. They ask you what's your goal. Just for now, we'll say get more website signups, and you can change this up anytime. You will enter your business name and website and click next. Then they'll give you a few questions to answer. If you want to find customers near where you are, you give them a radius, let's say 5-mile radius, or even maybe a 3-mile radius to start. And then I'm going to say next. You can set up additional areas. We don't need that now. Again, this is all going to be, you're going to be able to change any of this. We just want to go through this quickly. Then define your product. I'm going to choose small business coaching. Just that's what I do. We'll leave all this. We can change it. So we're going to click next. We'll just click next here. This is the ad setup. We're not going to run this ad really. We're just going to kind of get out of the Google setup steps. The point of this is really just to finish up with the Google steps, because they kind of force this on you a little bit, and it's not bad to set this up to at least walk through the steps. But really, we're going to be walking through all the details of it eventually. But we're going to be creating our own custom ads shortly. For my ad, I'm just going to put my image of myself, just because it's a coaching business. Then they tell me I have a minimum budget I need to satisfy of $165 per day. That's fine. I'm just going to give it $2 and then click next. This is all okay. Next. Then you have to add your credit card, for example. You'll add your payment method. I'll add this on my own and skip this. So obviously I don't want you to see my credit card number. Then you will click accept and you go through the next step. Then they tell you, congratulations, your campaign is done. They'll review it, and usually within an hour, if it's approved, you'll be able to edit it any way you want. One important thing, you do want to write down or keep in mind that for this, they do offer relatively good customer service. Google.com does not offer you customer service, and Google is known for, like, we don't offer you customer service. But if you are an ad customer, if you run ads on them, you can actually use a free customer service line, and if you have any questions or confusion, they will actually fix that for you. So this is actually a good resource to use. Whenever I have any inconsistencies or question, I call them It's annoying, of course, to call them. It's a hotline, so you have to wait, but they do usually resolve your queries, so it's helpful. Now, in the Explore campaign, very importantly, before you start running your ads, see how it says enabled here? You might not want to run the ads. So you say pause the campaign so it doesn't start spending your money yet. So you want to pause it, and then when they fully approve your account and when your account is all set up, you'll be able to do more things. We want to get here. And what happens is you want to get to this wrenchy tool. You click on the wrenchy tool and you go, the tool you want actually is the keyword planner. And this thing is free. So the idea for this planner is to find a variety of keywords. You're going to narrow down your keywords later, but the first part of the SEO keyword research is you want to find a wide range of keywords, all of them that potentially might work for you. And later, I'll be showing you how to target those keywords and how to target as many as possible without making your videos look bad. But in the beginning, you want to collect a large variety. And so we're using this tool for ideas. So if I click on find new keywords and I say like business plan, I know this search well because this is one of my main searches. So I'm able to give you good full examples because I know this keyword well. And you click get started, and what's going to happen is it's going to give you a lot of data. What's the important data for you? What I'd like you to look is only look at this keyword column and only at the average monthly searches. Do not look at the rest of the columns. Those columns are in case you are running ads. And that's in case you are paying for ads. What we're doing here is not that. What we are doing is we're going to look for a variety of keywords, and we're going to see what kind of keywords are getting searched more or less, and we're going to pick them. So you see business plan is the one we chose. It's got a lot of search around it, right? Of course, this search is Google search. We care about YouTube search. It's not identical, but we can extrapolate that most things searched on Google will also be kind of searched on YouTube, almost the same, in many cases similarly, with some difference. Some genres get searched in a different way, but there's a lot of correlation. There just isn't a great tool like this for YouTube keywords alone, and that's why I'm still using the Google keyword tool. So what I'm looking for here is the variety of keywords. For example, business plan template. And I'm like, people want a template. People want a sample, proposal. We have examples, format, all outlined. So these are all the different keywords people search. And you see, even though obviously it's not as good as 300,000, it's still 12,000 a month. It's still amazing to capture some of that. Now, a lot of people ask, what's the good amount of traffic? And it's a tricky question because there never is a great answer for it. Well, are you going to take it, right? Like 300,000. Yeah, you'll take it. 100,000. Yeah, that's great. 60,000. Yeah, that's also great. 10,000. Yeah, that's also great. Also, one smart way to look at this is how lucrative is the keyword for you. If you're selling something expensive, then even a small number of visitors to your video will actually be pretty good, because you can make a lot of money from one person. If you're only monetizing with ads or by selling something cheap, then you really need a lot of people to come to your videos. Then you really need to target bigger keywords. But in the beginning, again, when your channel is small, you'll take any traffic you have, because what's really important, once you gather all these keywords, I'll be showing you what to do with these keywords in later videos, but once you gather them, for each one, you're going to have to look at YouTube and you're going to have to see, can you realistically rank for it? So you have to find a sweet spot of the keyword has to have some demand. Anything above 5,000, I'll take. It's pretty good because you're never going to target just one keyword in a video. You're going to target a couple of keywords in a video. And I'm not picky. I like traffic, any kind of traffic. I'll take some if I can get it. So it's partially a matter of taste, but the real idea here is you have to find the sweet spot of keyword has to have some demand, and all keywords will have some degree of competition, and you have to make sure that there is enough demand and there's low enough competition. By the way, just to remind you, do not look at this column for competition. That's referencing something else. What I mean by competition is, I mean how difficult is it going to be to rank in the first page or eventually number one? That's what I mean by competition. Who are the current videos that are up there, and are they beatable or are they unbeatable? For example, if they have millions of views, they're going to be hard to beat. If they have only 1,000 of views, they're going to be relatively easy to beat. Of course, they're probably somewhere in the middle, and so you have to ballpark it. There's no right answer. You have to approximate and ballpark it, and then see, can you realistically target this keyword with the resources you have? The resources usually are your numbers of your current followers, because if you have a big channel already, you can get a lot of initial views and a lot of authority, and you can rank more easily. If you don't have a lot of initial followers, then maybe you have money to run ads. If you don't have money for ads, and if you don't have traffic, then you want to target less competitive keywords. But the idea is you want to write down all these keywords for a potential video, and then in the next videos, I'm going to be showing you how I target all these keywords with just one video.